some of the innovatives, if we are going to raise investment in Africa, at the moment, the savings for Africa, the average is around 11–14%. Now that cannot give you a growth rate that Africa is aspiring of 7%. That can only give you something like 4 or 5%. And so to go to that level, there are two areas we have to look at: to mobilize domestic investment, and therefore we need instruments that can reach small investors, but we also now need instruments that can bring the elite, the bigger investors to come to participate in the region. Some of the programs then outside agriculture, the second sector that is important is infrastructure. This has been mentioned by the previous speaker. You are talking of energy. In other words, Africa should gear itself to go now the green economy and take advantage of the opportunities that can come from the green economy. Now, the examples that have been mentioned, having railway, pipeline, water, those are the sectors that Africa now is putting a lot of energies. That area will require instruments that can bring in regional perspective, both for legal reforms that can enable investors to handle risks that can come with, like currency, repatriation, and the rest, and the private sector participation. So those are the reforms that you should accompany it. And now, some of the regional economic communities are starting to address, for instance, having common investment areas, legal framework that can give comfort to investors to participate in those sectors. Thank you.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.